Yeah. Happy New Month, everybody, and may this month be a good month to remember, a December to remember in our life. Good morning, viewers. I'm just for peace and I'm for progress. Wow. I'm not for bad news here.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So good morning, Mike.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's
Friday.
Friday.
Thank God it's a new month.
A new month, yeah, a brand new month.
Yeah, we are.
A December to remember.
December to remember. Can the federal government make it a month of remembrance for us?
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of living up to its promises?
They should just calm down.
The PH refinery, don't forget.
Is coming up. I'm telling you.
This is 1st of December.
Before the end of December, the PA, Port Harcourt refinery, will come on the street. They should calm their nerves down. They shouldn't give themselves hypertension. I've been saying it. They should take me by my word. I'm the one saying it. And what I've been saying on this platform always comes to the truth because I made my research. I'm not someone that will just jump in and start just throwing out what you're not sure of. Refinery, Port Harcourt is coming on stream. It's on about 80%, 85% done deal for them in that Port Harcourt refinery. And I can tell you, but honestly, you will not see their faces when the thing materializes. I set it up on and on. Because when people believe that their country can never be well again, it can never be well the way they prophesize on it. So let us be positive in all our, all this country nemesis, all this country trash we are seeing now. The trash in governance we are seeing now is not today, it started. Where were they when they were sharing money for them? Their own money that they're supposed to use to build the refinery, they shared it for them. And they didn't complain about.
Can you pause a bit? I think we have a caller.
Wait, the caller.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You can make your contribution.
Okay. Mr. Mike, it's quite unfortunate that Kunle is trying to speak for the government. And I do not know when Kunle started working for the government. But let me quickly tell you that this government of APC didn't start with Tinubu. It started with Muhammadu Buhari. And as we speak, the administration of Muhammadu Buhari spent 1.48 trillion naira to carry about turnaround maintenance of our refineries. It's not on record that any of them is working. And this current government claimed that anti-corruption is one of their cardinal areas. One would have expected that in line with the case instituted by SERAP, Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project, against Muhammadu Buhari's government over that expenditure. One would have expected that this government would have taken it up and probed that spending. Because this government is not telling us whether the intervention to make the refinery start working by December is their own intervention or the money spent by Muhammadu Buhari. So I think something is fundamentally wrong with this government of APC. Because all we are seeing is promises. As we speak, it is not on record that the government have been able to cushion the effect of the hardship that came with the removal of fuel subsidy. And this same government did not waste time in approving about 70 billion for National Assembly members, which they said at the time was to enhance the working condition of the House members. So I think we have seen a government that is having like an attitude towards the welfare of Nigerians. And unfortunately, the constitution is very clear about what shall be the main purpose of governance. And the constitution says that it shall be our security and welfare. So I've not seen this government to have prioritized or prioritizing our welfare, living on promises. This government is still behaving as if we are seeing the campaigning period. This is not a period of electoral campaign. What is happening is like campaign after election. This idea of this slogan of "I will do this, I will do that," I think he's already in the saddle. This is the person I'm talking about, Turubu, who said he should not be pitied. He asked for the job and he got the job and he should deliver on the mandate. So I think we are tired of promises and we are tired of excuses. Nobody is ready to take excuse for failure because money is being voted to deliver in almost area of human endeavor in Nigeria. As we speak, it's on record that the supplementary budget will be presumed to have elapsed by the end of the year. And in that same supplementary budget, we understand that service-wise vote that is supposed to be miscellaneous expenses for emergency gulfed over 500-something billion naira. So are we saying that money has been expended and nobody is giving us account giving account of how the money is spent? So for me, I think if the government wants us to take them serious, they should start by their action. If we start seeing positive results, I was going through the comment section when I saw Taiwo Dunade asking Lucky some questions. It's unfortunate that someone like Taiwo Dunade is staying in a better environment, UK, where the government is responsible, where the government pays attention to people's welfare, and he's defending the government. Let me quickly tell you that when we talk in Nigeria, it's not because anyone hates government. The problem of Nigeria has always been misappropriation of funds by government. It didn't start from this administration anyway. It has always been like that.
All right, Matthew, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Can I reply then?
Yeah,
Matthew.
the problem of this administration is misappropriation of funds. Though they mentioned that the problem of this of the country didn't start from this administration. But you want to react to
Yeah, I want
things he
to.
said, yeah?
Yeah, like what Matthew you calling to say. I feel your pain, and I know your pain is your party lost election, and you're not too comfortable with it. And as I'm telling you, Matthew, you should have been on ground here to engage ourselves. As I'm telling you, the refinery, Port Harcourt refinery, is going to kick starting latest by ending of this December. If you are still one of the doubting Thomases, I mean, that's left for you. Matthew, I feel the pain of your agenda that you wanted somebody else to be president, but the person lost woefully. And since then, you've been crying wolf about this administration. So you can write the administrations and provide advice to them, right? That would be better for a civilized person to do. Write the presidency and bring out your opinion to them. So we know you, we know where you belong. So that's my stake on it. But I can assure you, all what you have been saying, there's nothing that I can take home as a fact in what you've been saying. The president has promised by December, the refinery will come on stream. And you say, Matthew, you witnessed the government of Obasanjo, you witnessed the government of Jonathan. Let's exclude Yaradua, because Yaradua retrieved the refinery they sold to Otedola and Dangote then. And you could not even mention the suffering of the citizen or what the citizen will end up with when they were losing money in the past administration. And to Buhari too, the the amount of money they expended on refinery is not up to what you say. Mr. Matthew, get your facts check. Do your facts check well. You know, the other time, when Emefiele was about to be bribing the House of Rep people, I told you one representative from the North brought out facts that Emefiele wanted to bribe them with 10 billion naira. And you, Matthew, you came against me that I'm saying the lie. I'm telling you the lie, lie from the pit of hell. And I brought my fact check, You know what happened at long run? You know what happened at long run? You saw the fact check and you were silent. So to me, Matthew, if you want to be saint, be saint. If you want to be, let's know your color.
I can see that you are, sorry, I can see your optimism, and I realize that you still have that belief that this present administration will deliver.
We definitely deliver.
But what if the reverse becomes the case?
I'm always positive and I always stick to positive things. When the election came, I said, this is my own candidate. And I see this guy with all the humanization they are giving to him, with all the blackmailing. I said, this guy is a Abraham of our time, as Pastor Adeboye said. And anybody that don't believe that is left for you. That is my own belief, and you can't deny me of not following what I believe in. So we are not in a tyranny country. And you show by example, you that wants goodness for someone else, you don't want goodness for someone else, and you want people to follow you up. It's not done like that.
All right, thank you so much. We have a caller on the line. Chima, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Temitayo. Good morning. Hope you had a lovely night rest. Well, Mr. Michael, I've been saying this and I continue saying it, The problem of Nigeria is not only the bad politicians that we have in Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria to a greater extent is being constituted by bad citizens. Vast majority of Nigerian citizens are bad. They will even be worse if they get the opportunity to govern Nigeria, to be in the seat of governance. It's quite unfortunate how a man or men with families, with young growing children that has future, that lives better future for their to live well as human beings and not like animals. They will see black and call it white, and they will see white and call it black. This is exactly what is playing out before us and other viewers this morning in this platform. The man standing before you is not telling himself the truth. He's not telling himself the truth. He should go back home and search his conscience and tell himself this one thing, that after this life, there's always a life after. What is the legacy that he's leaving for his children? He's always coming here to tell us that he has 3 children. 3 innocent children that lives better future to live as human beings. But here lies their father, always coming here to defend bad governance for reasons I don't know. Many of the people supporting this bad administration are not doing that for the interest of the country. Far, far from it. They are doing it on ethnic basis. I have always repeated it times without number. I don't care who is on the seat of governance of Nigeria. Even an imbecile can stay in the seat of governance. I will support him once he is delivering governance in a positive way for the interest of the masses. Nigeria has come a long way. Since 1960, when I was a toddler in the primary school, I kept on hearing, Nigeria will be good, Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be better. Up to this moment, gradually I'm becoming old. I have children now, very soon I'll have grandchildren. But I'm still hearing the same story. Nigeria will be good. Any government that enters, give him time. Give him time. He will perform miracles. This is the same way they came up with the Buhari. And the Fulanis were everywhere, junketing, clapping for Buhari, calling him Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba. For the Fulani man, in the last 8 years, anything that Buhari does is extra good. Today, where is Buhari? He has left Nigeria in a total mess. Here comes another man with no sense of governance. Is there playing out before that Tinubu cannot deliver anything for Nigeria? This is the clear truth. Giving from now to the next 20 years, Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians. The earlier we tell ourselves this, the better. Thank God that I'm in diaspora. I'm not anywhere near Nigerian soil. Honestly, I am always talking because I pity for the poor masses in Nigeria. They are even suffering. And the man staying before you is no exemption. He's not enjoying anything special from this administration. But he'll come up here every morning to defend. And you cannot defend this administration and not look like a Gandhi. That is the thing. Today is the 1st of December. They promise us that December they will deliver a refinery to us. Today is 1st of December. Any government that is sensible, that wants to do something positive, immediately it is this 1st of December. What will they do? They will come up immediately and announce to us. Dear fellow Nigerians, Port-Harcourt refinery has already started working. This is how you see a government that wants the interest of people. Now they are now postponing it. Let us give them now. This is 1st December. Wait until 30th of December. We have to judge them. I put it to you that at the end of this month, December behind you will come up with another victory to defend this bad government. It's very, very unfortunate that we have many zombies as citizens. They don't know their left from their right. If you come to the Western world, the citizens are people that checkmate the government and put them on their posts to work for them. But in Nigeria, you see a poor man getting nothing from the government. We will be clamoring for for his slave masters. Have you seen Nigeria? Nigeria government promised one thing and they deliver in it. Since I was born, I haven't seen it. Nigeria government have never said A and that A become A. They will always go to Z or Z. How do you want us? This is something Tinubu that have said that he has removed fuel subsidy. But this something Tinubu went to the bank and start paying fuel subsidy. Who is receiving who here? Finally, in conclusion, concerning Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria government should release Nnamdi Kanu. It's high time they obey the Court of Appeal judgment and release this man for peace to reign in the southeast part of Nigeria. Lucky this morning made a submission and said that Nnamdi Kanu have to apologize and before they release him. I ask Nigerian people, are we practicing democracy? Do we know what is democracy? When the Court of Appeal gave this judgment, they didn't in any way write and said that Nnamdi Kanu should apologize to the Nigerian government before he can be released. That is not part of the judgment. How come now somebody, a fellow citizen is saying that a man in detention who a court of competent jurisdiction has released, discharged, and acquitted, and they kept him. In fact, it is the Nigerian government that should pay damages and apologize to Nnamdi Kanu for infringing on his fundamental human rights, for keeping him back in prison unjustly. In the Western world, honestly, Nnamdi Kanu should be a billionaire by now because you can't keep somebody in an unlawful detention and expect that person to fold his hand and clap for you. God bless you, Mr. Michael Adekunle this morning. God bless you. I do have a lovely weekend ahead. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So,
We appreciate your contribution.
so Mike, right? I refuse to engage this chairman
Okay.
because he has never bring anything relevant on the table about the moving forward of this country, about this country being moved forward. And I think I know you better than you. You know him because the time you are on break, you are on vertical break. But I knew what this guy is embarked on. He showed himself as a tribal bigot. He showed himself as an ethnic bigot. No. Okay, Jane. Yeah, Jane. Thank you very much.
On the line, Jane Ogo. Good morning to you, Jane.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
You're welcome.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
How we
I'm fine. Mr. Kunle, can you hear
very
me?
well, clearly. I can hear you.
Okay, good, good, good. Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. So I just wanted to start with the topic of the day. FG urges varsities to produce more doctors. So I think FG missed this, they kind of missed this one. The doctors we had in Nigeria before the Japa
Yeah, I
syndrome,
can hear loud and clear. Loud and clear.
they
Yeah.
left because the economy is not
No,
working, the country is not working.
Please, I'm coming.
So that's why they left.
I'm coming.
So if you're
Continue,
encouraging
continue,
the
madam. Sorry.
Okay. So if you're encouraging the universities to bring up more doctors, when they come out to work, to find jobs, won't they face the same issues that the current doctors are
Use the
facing?
body.
They are not being paid properly. They don't have good working conditions. You're going to face the same thing. So you need to treat the foundational issues, which is that the country is not working, the economy is not working, things are not right, there's corruption and all of that. Now, for all those people who come on this show, like this Udeze guy, spends hours with his, just talking, not proffering solutions, just condemning and condemning. That's all he does. He sits abroad and condemns. He's not even on ground to know what's happening. He doesn't proffer any solutions. You keep doing that every time. It shows the kind of person you are. You're just a toxic person. So I'm not here to just keep condemning and condemning. Instead, how do we move forward? So now what I see here is that power must be given back to the people. We must give power back to the people. And it starts with these primaries. The primaries during before the elections, the primaries conducted by these parties, I think we the people should pick, should should be part of it, and not these delegates. If these delegates are taken out, we should pick the people who want to come up to contest for presidency or governors and all that. I think that's where the issue is really coming from. The power must be given to the people in every stage of the electoral process, and we should have our own public court of opinion, because now the judiciary as well may be compromised in some ways. And even you can't really blame members of the judiciary because they are under pressure themselves. You might have some politicians who are even threatening their lives. They are humans too. So I think the day the people will rise up and take charge of this country ourselves, that's when things will be right. Now, every government that has come on board in this country have only done their own bit. They can only do so much. You'll be surprised, even if Peter Obi won this election, by now he won't do more than what Tinubu is doing, because there have been years of damage on this country. You're not going to fix it just overnight. That's the truth. Now, if Tinubu is giving a timeline on something, why not wait to see if before that timeline or on the timeline, if that result will come up? Then, if the result doesn't come up, you can come here and say all what you want to say. When Jonathan was there, that's one president that was well loved and everything. But there were corrupt practices in his government as well. How much can he do? He can only do so much, you know. But he did leave a legacy of not involving himself in a do or die, politics and all that. So that's one good thing he left. So every government will come and do their own bit. Obasanjo came, he brought up the EFCC and all of that. They can only do their own bit. You can't do more than that. So the best we can do until we decide to rise up as a country and take charge as the people of Nigeria, the best we can do is just to encourage the government and see, and wherever they fault, we are going to constructively criticize them. And through this, like the what's this organization that you mentioned? I love what they are doing. Monitoring and checking things that the government is doing. Let's be part of the government to ensure that what they say they will do, they will do. So, and lastly, Mr. Kunle, Mr. Michael, sorry, please monitor this show. We're not just going to have people coming here to condemn the government. There are people with differing opinions. People will come here and speak their own minds as well. Now, Mr. Matthew called in. I love the way he constructively criticized Kule or whoever he had something against. Mr. Matthew is a good example of people who can come and politely disagree with something. Check your comment section. People like Robert Uche, MJ Consulting, I don't know what that one calls himself. There are a lot of toxic people on that chat. So I think you need to monitor that chat as well. This platform is not for only people who are anti-APC or anti-whatever. People can come here and give different opinions and it should be respected. It doesn't mean you cannot criticize or disagree, but don't put very bad cyber bullying and stuff on the platform. Please don't encourage it. You need to check that as well. So that's just my own contribution for the morning. You have a blessed day. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Jenny Ogun. That was a brilliant one.
Yeah, very brilliant. And he has said all my mind out there. She has said all my mind.
Wow.
She
All
said
your
it
mind?
All my mind. Yeah.
Wow.
And I wish they could involve Lucky to turn to a new leaf, because as we're getting old, we need to get mature with our. I used to be like that, but some people corrected me that this is the way.
I can see that you've changed.
Yeah.
You've turned
When
a
I
new
goofed,
leaf.
when I goofed, I have to apologize. This is so. But when one sticks to same attitude, and I'm saying this for Lucky to be able to, and I will have to tell Mr. Odulade to be able to engage Lucky very well, and for him to be able to compose himself right. Thank you very much. That's